Welcome back, adventurers. It is April. Finally. Seemed like it took a while to get here, but it's finally here, and that means it's time to look at what SeaWorld and Aquatica are offering their pass members for this month. In addition to telling you about what the pass holders get, there's a few news articles we're going to mention as well. So let's start it off first with SeaWorld and their monthly offers for pass members. Now, just a reminder, these are available to bronze, silver, gold, and platinum pass holders. It doesn't apply to teacher passes, fun cards, only the higher tier passes. So bear that in mind. So here's a few things to be reminded of. First off, they are putting this up on the monthly rewards section of the website. They are putting this up on the blog section of the website. A friendly reminder for pass members using free guest tickets. If you've watched any of the Facebook groups, if you've talked to anyone, you know there has been abuse of the free guest tickets. People coming on to groups saying, "Hey, do you have an extra ticket? I know that they're about to expire. Can I, if you aren't going to use it, can I have it?" That's not how that was intended to work. So here is their reminder. I'll put it on the screen here as well, but it says, to ensure a smooth entry for you and your guest, please keep the following in mind. Complimentary guest ticket must be used with the pass member present at entry or while the pass member is already in the park on the same day. How will they know this? Glad you asked. Guest ticket must be properly linked and match pass member barcode. Ticket cannot be used on its own. So I've been wondering why they haven't been doing this for years, but getting their system to work. Now they have. But guest tickets will be linked to the annual pass. So if you keep having someone show up trying to get in with a ticket that is linked to your account, but you're not there, they're not saying you're going to get banned or lose your annual pass. But if there keeps being abuse, I would not be surprised if that happens. So be careful what you do with your free guest tickets. All right, enough of that. Moving on to the cool benefits you get as an annual pass holder. Of course, the Seven Seas Food Festival, the discount lanyard is still going on. You can purchase that if you buy the 15 sample lanyard. You get 18 for the price of 15, which is a great deal. For annual pass holders, there is an exclusive menu option, and this is a blueberry cheesecake. Let me see if I can find out where that is supposed to be at. It is available at Coaster Coffee, and it's available only for a limited time. So make sure to check that out because it sounds pretty good if you like blueberry and cheesecake. I like the blueberry part, not the cheesecake part, so I'll skip it. But it does sound pretty good. There's $10 in SeaWorld Bucks. Occasionally, they will let you use these towards the Seven Seas Food Festival lanyard. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. Worth an ask though, and just see what they will, if they will allow you to do that. There's a free feeding tray, can be used for the entire month of April, and it's at any of the locations that are open to sea lions, stingrays, or sharks. There is one free Seven Seas Food Festival sample. It's good for festival days between April 9th and the 26th. So if you've been trying to decide, do I want to try one of these sampling lanyards? Is this worth the money? Go get a free sample, try it, and then make that decision. From April 13th through the 29th, there is a free phone port charger. So plug into the port of your phone and there you go. So it sounds pretty cool. Looks pretty neat. I'll try to find a picture for it so you guys can see it. For April 18th, there was a blockout date for bronze pass members and fun card holders, but that date has been lifted. You guys get an extra day. You can visit the park. Platinum pass members, you guys get that $10 off of $50 purchase. I'm trying to see if it says a specific store. I do not see one, so just make sure to get it at the kiosk, and then use it in store. And then, of course, you guys also get that double your discount on food and beverages for the entire month, so make sure to take advantage of that. All right, and now in the other news I was going to talk about, actually there was one other thing. So I'm looking at the SeaWorld April Pass Member blog, is what they call it, and there was something cool. I got to try to find where it was again. Oh, Loungefly has brought out a new backpack, and this is a light up jellyfish loungefly. So if you're interested in those, pretty cool. Also, Seven Seas Fun Run is happening in April. Is it the end of this month? I believe it is towards the end of this month. And it will be $49 to register now through no, that's past. $49, you missed it. It's $54 from March 30th until April 24th. Or if there's still slots on race day, you can get it for $60. But in the past, it's sold out, I think, before race day. So if you're wanting to go do that, it's a fun experience. They're going to take you out behind Kraken on the route. Looks really cool. So sign up for that if you're wanting to explore the park in a different way and get some exercise. It's worth it. Yeah, it's worth it. All right, and then there is a past member monthly exclusive. There is a mug, it's supposed to be a penguin mug. That's not out just yet, but it's coming. And there is an Exulti, can't ever pronounce that animal's name right, but that is the pin for the month. And they're doing these quarterly, so every couple months or so, you can get one. And so that is part of the series. It's a monthly pin, quarterly mug. So check those out. All right, another fun news story. So I'd heard about this. There was a manatee that got trapped in a storm drain in Melbourne Beach back on February 9th. And this was really weird. It's like, how did he get in there? How are we getting him out? Well, they were able to figure out how to get him out, and he ended up coming to SeaWorld Orlando to rehabilitate. So, of course, the plan is for him to be able to return to the wild if he is able to. But they are saying that he's doing great, progressing along really, really well. He's gained over 50 pounds, and hopefully he'll be released back into his natural waters within the next month. So that's fantastic that he gets to hang out there. So he looks like such a cute manatee. Fun. All right, now those are the fun news stories. Now, one more fun news story. I can't find a picture. I saw it, now I can't find it again. SeaQuest. The building is fully enclosed, has a roof on it now. When I was there in February, I believe it was just the structure was up, but now all of the walls are on. So hopefully interior work is happening, tracks being laid. It'll be very exciting. So SeaQuest is coming. There's no date yet on when that will open, but it is progressing along nicely. Now the not so great stories about SeaWorld. One is SeaWorld is being sued by Sesame Street. Sesame Street is trying to get out of their contract with SeaWorld Orlando, more specifically with the entire United Parks group that owns SeaWorld. SeaWorld says it was aware of the lawsuit and they look forward to setting the record straight in court on the disagreement between them. So the basic gist, I'm looking at a quick summary. It says the lawsuit alleges that SeaWorld has refused to honor its contractual obligations, failed to pay royalties, locked the company out of social media content, and abruptly closed Sesame Street branded parks without notice. So that is what Sesame Street, Sesame Workshop is alleging. Is it true? Is it not true? I don't know. I'm just mentioning that this is what's happening and how it could impact the park. So with that, enough said, move on to the other story. The other not so great story in connection with SeaWorld is the DOJ, Department of Justice, has filed a lawsuit against SeaWorld over their walker/rollator ban and that it violates Americans with Disabilities Act. This they've been looking at since November of last year. They've been investigating it and they've opened an investigation into potential ADA violations. Let me see what this says here. The Department of Justice Civil Rights Division has filed a lawsuit against United Parks and Resorts Incorporated, the parent company of SeaWorld Orlando, over its recent ban on wheeled walkers and rollators with seats. That policy change violated Title III of the Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA. The DOJ said in its lawsuit. There's reasons why SeaWorld made this decision. And for those who may not be aware of the situation, SeaWorld stopped allowing people to use rolling walkers that have seats because people were sitting on the seats and being pushed, which is not the intention of how those are supposed to be used. And if my understanding is that there were some injuries, some incidents, some accidents. People had been asked not to do that repeatedly. People were not listening. The paths are a little uneven in some spots of SeaWorld. If you've been, there's some uneven spots. And so for safety reasons, SeaWorld is thinking, hey, stop doing that. But if you're not aware, they have been providing walkers with rollers that do not have seats. So I've seen them at the front of the park. I've seen them bringing them out for people. So they have made an accommodation for people who need one. But again, how this is going to work out, I don't know. I understand you want to be able to use your own device, and I completely understand that. It's frustrating when a few people do things that are wrong, that break rules, that don't listen, that someone gets hurt, and then SeaWorld has to make a dramatic, we're not going to allow these in our park. Was that the right move? Probably not. But this is where they're at now. We'll see what happens going forward. So we'll keep an eye on that and let you know what happens. Now, back to more fun stuff. We'll head over to Aquatica to see what they're offering to past members this month. They, again, on their website are reminding past members of how to use free guest tickets. It's been a little confusing. People haven't realized you can't just hand them out willy-nilly. You actually have to have a guest with you go into the park. So just a reminder, what's going on. So there is the Aloha to Summer pass member offering. So that's Saturdays and Sundays, March 7th through May 3rd. You're invited to enjoy exclusive early access to island-inspired celebrations. You can enter 30 minutes before the park opens and go into a dedicated pass member welcome area. So that sounds like a lot of fun if you're wanting to get a jump on all the other people coming to the water park as it gets warmer. So there you go. There's a free one-time Riptide race quick queue that can be used through the end of the month. There is a free towel band that you can pick up at Kiwi Traders. I wasn't quite sure what a towel band was, so I went and looked. Here's the image of that, so it looks kind of cool. And then lastly, there is discounted guest tickets. I do not see, let me find another spot here if it says what the price was on that. They are $25 each, so you can purchase up to 4 at $25 piece, and that's only good through April 6th through the 29th. Guys, that's all I have for you for SeaWorld and Aquatica. If you're curious what is happening over at Busch Gardens and Islands of Adventure, make sure to watch this video that's going to be coming up next. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer them. We'll see you guys next time here on Ant on the Move.